The 2014 reboot of Robocop, directed by José Padilha and starring Joel Kinnaman, takes a modern approach to the 1987 classic. While the original film was a gritty, satirical look at corporate greed, power, and the future of law enforcement, this reboot shifts focus toward ethical dilemmas, the role of technology in society, and the human soul within a machine. While it may evoke comparisons to its predecessor, Robocop 2014 stands on its own, offering both a visual update and a different philosophical exploration. The 1987 Robocop, directed by Paul Verhoeven, is an iconic action film that blends sci-fi, violence, and satire, setting a high bar for the franchise. Peter Weller's portrayal of the titular character was stark, robotic, and unsettling, emphasizing the loss of humanity through the transformation into Robocop. The new version, starring Joel Kinnaman, takes a different approach. While Kinnaman's performance still conveys the essence of a man trapped in a machine, it focuses more on the psychological and emotional struggle of Alex Murphy as he grapples with his identity and humanity. This shift to a more introspective Robocop appeals to a different, perhaps more contemporary audience that seeks a deeper exploration of the character's conflict. One of the most noticeable changes in the reboot is the new Robocop design. The 1987 suit was clunky, heavy, and unmistakably mechanical, which suited the film's gritty tone. In contrast, the 2014 Robocop features a sleek, modern look with black armor and glowing red eyes, reflecting a more polished and high-tech future. While the new design is visually impressive and impressive in its own right, some fans of the original might find it too streamlined and less iconic. The updated Robocop reflects the more advanced technological world that this reboot inhabits, but lacks the distinct, imposing silhouette of the original. The script of Robocop 2014 focuses heavily on the moral dilemmas faced by Alex Murphy, who is forced to confront the loss of his humanity. While the 1987 film had a sharper political edge, commenting on consumerism, media, and corporate corruption, the 2014 version leans more into the philosophical exploration of free will, surveillance, and the ethics of technological advancements. The film explores the concept of corporate control over individual lives, with Michael Keaton's character, Raymond Sellers, serving as the film's corporate antagonist. While the plot maintains the core concept of Robocop is a hybrid of man and machine, it feels somewhat more conventional and lacks the biting satire that made the original such a standout. For fans of the 1987 Robocop, the 2014 reboot may feel somewhat watered down in comparison. The brutal violence and dark humor are replaced with a more somber, contemplative tone. The film's approach is more emotionally driven, exploring themes of what it means to be human in an increasingly mechanized world. This may appeal to audiences looking for a more character-driven experience, but it may not satisfy those hoping for the same raw satirical edge as the original. The action is still present, though it is less visceral, replaced by more sleek, fast-paced sequences that focus on Robocop's precision and effectiveness as a crime fighter. Robocop 2014 is a reboot that modernizes the original's premise, but sacrifices some of the sharp social commentaries in favor of a more emotional and philosophical narrative. While Joel Kinnaman offers a solid performance as Alex Murphy, the new Robocop lacks the same iconic presence as Peter Weller's original. The sleek redesign of Robocop may be a hit with modern audiences, but might feel too polished for fans of the grittier 1987 version. Ultimately, the reboot stands as a thoughtful, albeit less subversive, take on the Robocop story. It may not have the same cultural impact as its predecessor, but it offers a fresh perspective on the classic tale for a new generation of moviegoers.